What's going on, folks? TJ Lauerman, aka That Sports Gamer, here, head of Community 4 out of the Park Developments. My buddy Alex is back. Alex, how's it going?
Going pretty good, TJ. How are you?
Apparently, I still have this Ken Giles page up because we just spent far too long talking about Yavapai Junior College when we should have been starting the stream, but we're here. We're ready to go.
Hey, you can always talk about history and the past, and especially the colleges are fun to review and see where people come from and what they decided to do, the routes they took, and everything. That's always kind of fun.
Now the question is, where's my Discord window? Because that is something I actually need to look at. I don't know where I put it. Discord. There we go. Because I have great news tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Rich Grisham, the one and only. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. We're going to be having Brett Phillips, Game 4 World Series hero for the Rays. He'll be on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. with Rich Grisham. And great news, there's going to be some giveaways. I was just privy to some information. We're going to be doing 3 big giveaways: a signed replica jersey, a signed World Series baseball, and a signed game-used bat, all from Brett Phillips. So, 2 things you need to know. A, you got to be in the continental United States, the 48, because shipping's expensive. And 2 is you got to be in the stream to enter and to claim it. So you're definitely going to be there at 9 when it starts to find out any more details that Rich is going to have for you. So you're definitely going to want to be there on time to see what's going. Third rule, most important to me and Alex, least important to you, is that as OOTP employees, we're not able to win.
Oh, I was gonna ask, can I get in on that by any chance?
Well, I mean, he told me I can't win, so
okay,
maybe
if you can't win, I definitely can't win.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, there will be no free pizza, which is good.
Oh,
I assume they're going to do the exclamation point ticket thing. So
yeah, but you guys get at least giveaways and sweepstakes. We don't get anything.
I mean, you don't. I've negotiated some stuff into my contract.
Oh, well. Hats. Let me guess.
Yes, I have multiple hats that I have acquired. One way or the other.
How did I know? How did I know? Oh, good grief.
Full disclosure, for next year, if any Major League Baseball team wants to sponsor the weekly stream of a franchise, just hit me up. You can have your store sponsor the stream. Send me all the products, 7 5/8 or 7 3/8 and hats, shirts, the biggest you got, because I'm a big guy. And I'm down. I'll sell my soul to any team that wants to sponsor the stream. Just saying.
Oh, good grief.
Also, drops. I know there was problems with drops last night, apparently.
Yes.
That seems like that's all been taken care of, and you should have your drops in your account now. It should be working tonight. I assume it'll be slow because it's randomly been slow all the time. What else? If you got to the stream before the stream started, it probably won't say drops enabled. It might take it a couple minutes, or you might need to refresh, but you will get them if you're in here now. You don't have to worry about it. And also, if you didn't get your drops, try logging out and logging back into Perfect Team. Apparently that was a thing.
Yeah, if you sometimes that won't refresh it. It's good for you to be able to log out, refresh the server connection to your computer, log back in.
Yeah, I know they had to do some stuff on the back end to try to get it working, but if you're in here, it gets captured, and you will get your drops. So know that. We will take care of you. What else? Any other programming notes? Franchise Hockey Manager 7 pre-orders up now over at OOTPdevelopments.com. You can swoop it up. Game comes out December 16th. Hockey's starting soon, right? January 13th, I believe is the first.
To the schedule, right?
I think January 13th is going to be opening night, and training starts the first. Something crazy like that.
That sounds about right. Yeah, so. I think it was either last week or the week before they had announced and agreed and released the information about the schedule, I believe. So they're moving forward now. Yeah. So
so lots of stuff going on over there. If you missed the reveal stream of Franchise Hockey Manager 7, you can go check that out over at youtube.com/OOTP Developments, which is the same place you can watch any of the previous Chicago Hope streams that you may have missed. We got 31 of them. This is episode 32 of this stream. I mean, it has not helped that we've doubled up in the last couple weeks.
That's true. That's true. But you're getting more progress done, so that's
Yeah,
good.
that's the most important thing. I
Yeah.
think, based on rumblings, I think we're going to keep this up for the rest of the year, which is only like 2 more weeks, but
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. For at least the
where
rest
are
of the
we?
year. I would assume that's a good idea.
Yeah, because we'll do them the 14th and the 15th. I think I'm going to take off the 21st and 22nd, so might not be ones there. And then 28th and 29th, we'll do some more. Hopefully. I mean, there are things that might come in the near future that would change some of that, but we'll see. Don't say anything, Alex.
We will see. We will see.
So we'll see what happens. I think that's everything. Does that sound like everything?
I think that sounds like everything to me.
How's the ticket board looking? Are we up to date on tickets?
Tickets are good. Yeah, tickets are great so far.
If anybody has a ticket number, just throw it in the chat, and Alex will give you a quick update.
Yeah, if you have something that's still waiting a reply back, do let us know, because we always try to make sure we're up to speed on tickets. But we have had a few fall through the cracks over the last year where it's just like, oh wow, how'd that one not get responded to immediately? But yeah, we normally do a really good job of being able to get to people quickly and with good information. So yeah.
And also check your spam folder, because sometimes those updates go there. Especially with what was it? Was it like wasn't it like Comcast? All of our ticket emails were going to spam or something like that?
Hotmail.
Hotmail?
Hotmail usually is the one account. Hotmail, which is now officially live.
That's why we use live.com over here. None of this Hotmail stuff. I think it is.
They have a very aggressive filter.
Yeah, some people. Oh no, and it was like not Rogers. There's someone else too. I forget who. Some of these places got wonky.
A couple.
Wonky servers.
Couple are that way.
All right. I guess we should talk about the White Sox, unless we want to talk about Yavapai Community College. Community college or is it a JUCO? I didn't actually.
It's technically a JUCO, but okay. I don't know. It looks like it's just basically a smaller community college that has just somehow an amazingly good baseball team, which I guess that's just, there's a couple of them out there that are really good at just their speciality of just baseball clubs.
Yeah.
But let's talk about White Sox, because we could talk about Yavapai and a bunch of other stuff all night long.
Yeah, a couple of reasons. Or the main reason we were talking about Yavapai is because that is where 100 Miles Giles went while we were looking at guys we wanted to acquire for our bullpen. I don't remember where we saw him, because he's not on the trading block. I don't remember why he popped up somewhere.
Did you see him on a Shop Player?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible. It's also possible that updating everything on my computer was a terrible idea before we got to the stream, but yeah, I don't know why. I don't remember where I saw him, but let me pull him up, because one of the things we're thinking about doing is getting rid of Jordan Hicks. Why, you may ask? Jordan Hicks is rocking a 4.50 ERA right now. The control,
which is better than it used to be.
Yeah, he actually just rattled off 3 saves in a row.
So that's good. He's finally calming down. The bigger picture for Hicks is that he is he's a qualifying offer free agent, unrestricted free agent at the end of the year, unless we extend him. And from what I remember last night, from the glimpses I was able to catch of the stream while I was doing work, he's wanting, what was it, 10 or 11 million dollars?
10, 11, and 13 million dollars for the next 4 years. Which again, super young, not terrible. I don't hate it.
But you can't be throwing out a 4.50 ERA and then expect to get $11 million. Like,
exactly. So we actually shopped him yesterday. Yesterday. It was yesterday. Sometimes it's last week. Sometimes it's yesterday. We had some interesting guys. We saw Shane McClanahan from the Astros. Oh, you know what? It was probably because I was looking through the Astro stuff. So Shane McClanahan was an option. We were also looking at Ken Giles, because he's on the Rockies. Again, I don't know how we found Ken Giles. He's durable.
I think it was because you were looking at a different Rockies closer. There was somebody else who was a Rockies. Name, 3-star relief pitcher, who had been upset because he was not being the closer for the Rockies after he was a closer for the Dodgers. Who am I?
Wow,
Presley.
That all sounds exactly right. I'm pretty sure that's accurate.
Ryan Presley was probably where you found Giles, because you were looking at Presley.
That sounds right. Yeah, because but he's not even the closer either. Or no, this game starts. Pitching stats.
Who is the Rockies closer then?
Maybe I'm crazy. We have game starts. We don't have game finishes, right? As a stat. Or is that hidden? That's hidden. I probably got to pull it up.
Yeah, that would be like an advanced stat.
Just give me where's the Rockies?
I mean, you can just look at saves because the Rockies are probably
could also do that.
Just one person saving.
Wow, they have Ben Bowden saving.
Oh yes, Bowden is great as a closer. Oh yeah, a couple years down the road, Bowden's almost always a 4 or 5 star relief pitcher. Very good fastball.
Very angry
Very
at his
good
450 pitcher. ERA.
You know, Bowden actually wouldn't be a bad pickup, in all honesty, even though he's 28.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't
he's
think
somebody
I can get him.
that you can. I'm sorry.
I don't think I can get him, but we can try.
Oh, I highly doubt the Rockies are gonna get rid of him for anything but a pretty lopsided trade. But yeah, that's impressive. The Rockies have got Presley, Bowden, and Giles. That's a good squad of pitchers right about there.
Yeah, so Giles upset. He's got a 3.69 ERA right now. Yeah, he's also got a 3.47 BABIP, so that should drop.
Yeah, and Bowden's left-handed, so that's why a lot of people are high on his stock.
We're not going to try to do something stupid like try to get Bowden and Giles, right?
I mean, you could see what the Rockies would want. If the Rockies are in implode, sell the farm mode, or
they are rebuilding.
Whoa! So that's where you could definitely look at getting some of their higher contract players, like a Giles, and then add on Bowden, and you could see what they're looking for. I mean, I don't think we'd want to throw. I mean, the problem is if you get either Bowden or Giles, they're probably gonna want Hicks because we also don't want 3 closers on our squad.
Oh yeah. I'd also give him Michael Feliz. Will I take Michael Feliz off my hands?
Actually, Feliz has been doing really well as of recently. So
he did. Yeah, he did have those couple.
He had a couple of rough outings, but he's really bounced back.
They want Cal Quantrill. Everybody wants Cal Quantrill.
They'd go for Jung
if we add in.
If you add Feliz in.
Feliz in.
Okay. Yeah, I'd rather not get rid of Feliz unless we feel like as if he's not going to be part of our team long term, even though we signed him to, what was it, a 3-year contract?
They would do Giles straight up for Hicks. Also, the Giles contract was the thing we wanted to look at. He's making $7.5 million for the next 7.2 the next 2 years.
And that's
durable.
Less than Hicks, which is good, but I don't think he would actually outperform Hicks in all seriousness.
I mean, that's what you're thinking.
I'm thinking. That's just my thoughts.
And what if we take Nolan Arenado too?
I mean,
we'd still only have to give up Cal Quantrill.
I mean, they probably would give us him with most of his contract still intact because that relief from Arenado's contract is the big draw for getting him. You go anywhere near close to like 40% of retained contracts, and they're going to be like, "No, you got to give us like a top tier prospect at this point." So
sure, take our top tier prospects. That's fine.
I mean, we just picked up a couple of good ones.
So it definitely wasn't. Was it Presley?
It was Presley, but I think he might be injured now.
No, he's on the Rays.
Oh, they got rid of him already.
Did they get rid of him? Oh, we weren't paying attention. Yes.
Did they really already get rid of him? Wow.
Traded him like 6 days ago. Yeah. For Hunter Renfroe.
About to say, you could probably get rid of Presley. Would have been another good person to have picked up because he's somebody who has high upswing, and his contract
$6.1 million for next year.
You can eat a contract like his without too much of a problem, especially if he can perform well. Although he wants to be a closer, so he'd be a little bit unhappy. But put him on a winning team. That's a great setup right about there.
Yeah, and we don't want Lamet. We don't want Aaron Nola. We don't want Benintendi, Gary Sanchez.
Well, I mean, you say we don't want Lamet, but I'm actually very interested in Lamet, depending upon how much the Padres want for Lamet. It just depends.
Well, he's going to be not eligible. He's a free agent after the season.
Oh, he's a rental. Absolutely, he's a rental.
Already at $8.8 million.
Yeah. There's no way you're getting Lamet without the idea that he's either a rental or I mean, yeah, he's a rental. It's just that easy to say. He's a rental, period.
Not gonna lie, I've had such bad memory these last few days that I literally had to look over and remember what team we were for the stream. I spent at least a half hour today thinking Bryce Harper was still on the Phillies, or not on the Phillies, on the Nationals. I was like, why is there so little Bryce Harper stuff on this Nationals team store? I'm like, I don't understand.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, there's one baby onesie. I was like, why? I don't understand. And I was like, oh right,
God.
Phillies. Literally took me like 15 minutes to figure that out.
Different uniform.
But I did get a nice pink Phillies Bryce Harper onesie from my niece. So got that going for us.
Good.
All right. I don't want to give up anything for Nelson Lamet. That's the thing.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to give up too much for Lamet either. It would have to be more of a, hey, this is a great deal for us, regardless of, anything.
We also have the money, so we can actually do this. We should actually. Okay, well, hold on.
We have the money. We can bring on a top tier pitcher.
Okay, first off, can we also get Luis Patino? Because I know that's something you want to look at.
I mean, sorry, when I said Patino, I meant Lamet, but Patino's probably,
we can probably
way out of our range.
He's got a strain back. We don't want him. Is Lamet durable?
I don't think he is.
Angry at transactions. What transaction could he be angry at?
He's probably been he's on the trading block. So
that's probably a transaction.
You put somebody on the trading block, they're going to get madder and
good
more and more upset.
Good personality too. Okay. Here's the question. If we were to get Nelson Lamet, because I literally just looked, we can easily get Nelson Lamet.
Oh yeah. Easy to pick up.
If we get the trade, we could give him this 28-year-old AA starting pitcher.
Stallings. Yes.
Just
good
that
offer.
We would give him that. He likes to fish in his spare time. He can go fish in San Diego all the time. I don't know what the fishing is like I don't know where our AA team is. Wichita Springs or something like that.
Oh gosh, I don't know where the Padres AA team is either, unfortunately, and it's probably moved as of this offseason too.
Jeez. Again, if you're not paying attention, Baseball America, our good friends over there, have a sheet with where all the teams that have been announced. Not all the teams, or a lot of it still has not been announced. I think.
Yeah, some is still awaiting confirmation.
Yeah, I think Orioles just said they're gonna have 2 minor leagues. Orioles just said, the. Sod Poodles. Sod Poodles. Yes. Do I?
Yes.
Do I have a Sod Poodles hat?
Do you?
It's one of those ones that's been on the wish list for so long that I feel like maybe I got it.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure. I can't think of it. Again, we discussed this last night. Once I get these extra, I put 2 more hat duffels on my thing, and I think once I do that, I need to figure out a system so that when I say Sod Poodles hat is in this bag, in this spot, and I know. Which is probably going to require me having some nights where I'm just tweeting out a bunch of hats and being like, I don't remember what team this is. Because I always forget.
Of course.
The Stampede? Is that the hat I have? A maroon hat with a horse with some dust behind it, I believe is the Stampede.
So, yes.
Or the Stampede. And then I have many questions like, where do I put my Trenton Thunder hat? Does that say with the minor league stuff? Because it's got the minor league, but it's going to be an Atlantic League team. What do I do with my Somerset Patriots hat? Is my Somerset Patriots hat going independent? Now, the question is, am I also going to buy the exact same Patriots hat and a new era MILB hat? You're damn right I am. So does the one go in the independent box and the other goes in the MILB one? I don't know.
Stuff you have to deal with, TJ.
Do I make a box just for defunct teams? Because now it seems like my my Staten Island Yankees hat is going to go into a different bag. It's very confusing. It's a very confusing time right now. And I have a huge stack that's only getting bigger. Did I order more hats today? I don't even remember. I might have. Do I have 2 hats in a box next to me? Yes.
TJ just gets Amazon packages and he's like, "What's this one again?"
I have
this purchase.
I have it.
Came in.
Yesterday I made a purchase of the 2017 Corpus Christi Hooks Christmas hat.
Oh my god!
It was so cheap. I had to buy 3 T-shirts with it to justify the shipping. So I also have 3 Corpus Christi shirts coming in.
You're ridiculous. You're absolutely ridiculous.
So shop.milb.com. If you want to sponsor a stream, holler at me. Okay, the question I had is, if we get the Nelson Lamet, what's the play here?
Well, there's actually something else we could look at as well. I was reviewing the team yesterday on your stream, and if we wanted to upgrade any of our offensive players, I think shortstop would have to be our one play for this year.
Yes, actually, that's something we didn't look at. Let me bring up the.
In fact, there's 2 positions we probably could be doing for our offense.
So I was actually thinking we might have to do something with Nolan Jones.
That was the other person I was thinking of because he's not doing well at all.
Nick Madrigal seems to have figured it out, which I'm very excited for.
Nick's good to go. I think Nick is finally figuring it out. He's going to have a solid, probably a 3-WAR season by the end of the year, hopefully.
Yeah, he's at 2 now, so
probably he's in a good place.
Could be almost 4, depending on how the end of the season goes.
I mean, we're already 93 games into this season. 97.
Sure.
97.
Yeah, so we can get to 3.
So, yeah, he can reach 3. He might be able to reach 4 if he gets really, really good for the rest of the year. But Jones is not doing well. I don't know what our opinion is of Jones, or at least what your opinion is of Jones in terms of does he stay long term, regardless of how he performs. I know he had a really good year last year, and we have enjoyed his performance. But
yeah, last year he was great, and the year before he was even better. In a smaller sample size. Yeah, 206 last year.
And there's a point where, we could dump him, and if he continues to be a bad performer, we could get out from underneath of his, his peaking, which is funny to say that he's peaking at the age of 25. He should have plenty more good years to go, but he has been outperforming what we expected from him.
And he's currently cheap.
Yeah.
And a good team leader.
We do have a lot other people that could be a DH. If we wanted to, Jimenez is a perfect candidate for DHing.
And currently, and just so people know, currently compared to last year, he's hitting 50 points worse or 45 points worse. He's slugging 50 points, or his on base is 50 points lower, and his slugging is 165 points lower than last year. So he's basically not as good as he was last year.
His home run numbers have halved, guys. Basically, he's on pace to half his 50 homers from last year. So we need to sell him high. In fact, it would have been almost a good idea to have sold him in the offseason since he was the expandable person. But we didn't expect him to drop this bad.
Right.
You don't expect someone who hits 50 homers one year to suddenly hit 25 the next year.
And he's our only negative WAR guy currently.
Yeah, and he really
offensively.
Is. I mean, that kind of a home run drop is when you start getting tested.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what happened to this guy?
It's like when Garrett Crochet threw 98, and they're like, wait, something's wrong.
Yeah,
this guy's supposed to be throwing 106. Right. What's going on here?
Yeah, that's normally a bad sign. Mm-hmm. So there is an option where we could be trading away Jones or even Freeman to upgrade a position like DH or a shortstop. And the Padres actually have 2 different shortstops we could look at. They've got Abrams and Arias, I think.
Luis Urias.
I don't think it's Luis. I think it's
the guy they sent to the Indians in the guy they sent to the Indians in real life.
I think it's somebody else, but we could review that. They have people we could think about. Abrams would be the one that I would be thinking about. CC is very good.
Gabriel Arias. I think Gabriel Arias is the one they sent to the
I
Indians.
Believe so.
CJ Abrams is good. Fernando Tatis not even starting.
Tatis?
Why is he not starting? And can we get him?
What?
I mean, he's struggling.
Not developed?
No, he's 98 contact, 80 gap power, 69 home run power.
Why are they not?
What happened to his defense?
My gosh!
Can we get him to DH?
Well, there's our new DH. If we want a DH, TJ.
Can we get him? Is he what?
Is he optional?
And he's ARB eligible.
What the heck are they not playing Fernando Tatis Jr.? He's arbitration eligible for the end of the season.
Okay, back to my original question. Who are we taking out of the rotation if we do get Lamet?
Well, it's probably Dunning, right? You took Dunning out for... Well, you took out Dunning for Buehler already.
Already gone, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Where are we here?
Oh, they won't give us Fernando Tatis for anything. Okay, never mind.
I don't... What team are we again? Or the not the Rockies?
White Sox.
Chicago White Sox, what they call us.
They're called the White Sox.
Yeah, Dunning we sent back down when Buehler became healthy. But Buehler, Cease, Quantrill, Duffy all have sub 3.5 ERAs. Plesac's at a 4.27. Logan Allen was our problem. He's become our long relief guy.
So our actual pitching staff has really
Our
picked it up.
staff's really good now.
Okay, good, because that was our biggest problem going
And
into this season.
and if we want to talk minors, or I mean, if we want to talk some position players that we could be using, Josh Jung is playing out of his mind in AAA.
Yes.
Like he can't be in AAA much longer.
Yeah, but he can't play short, can he?
No, he cannot.
So you'd be looking at Magical at short because Moncada would have to go to second, or would Moncada be replacing Jones for DH? Because it's either at that point Moncada or Jung
That's
at
probably
that third.
Or we could.
Jung is actually at a position where he's actually excellent trade bait as well.
A Red
Raider.
Raider.
Probably not what you want to hear, but
I don't hate hearing it, but I would hate to get rid of him. And unless
but if you can get somebody really good
what
for Jung,
I'm trying to compare player. Show me potato salad. You want Moncada?
Like there's part of me that wants to see what happens if we shop Jung and Jones
together as like a package
together for a shop a player and just see what stuff we could get for the two of them, because Moncada, he probably has the better defense.
Yeah, he'd be the third baseman. I mean, Jung could DH. I feel like Jung could DH for this team.
Jung could DH, but I really feel like if we're really gonna go to Jung, we've really fallen hard.
I think that just means that what's his name is trash.
Yeah, that would just mean that Jones is not performing well at all. Which there is an option where we can send Jones down AAA for a little bit of time, but
I think we do have options for him.
You can't do that to somebody who just hit you 50 home runs. Like that's a lot to ask for.
Well.
Well, so there's your interesting 2-for-1 deal. Jones and Jung for Fernando Tatis Jr. So this is where it gets interesting. Do we shop Jones and Jung and see if there's somebody better, like a shortstop that actually could play shortstop? Because Tatis is pretty much a DH at this point, which is kind of a shame to say that, because he's definitely not going to be a DH anytime in his career. He's too good. But if we could get Fernando Tatis Jr. for those two, I would be very interested in seeing what else we could get for those two.
I'm just saying
that makes me very interested.
I'm just saying we could get Lamet and Fernando Tatis if we threw in Stallings.
How good is Abrams? Would Abrams actually be better for us as a team than Tatis?
How good is Abrams? He's good and fast and extremely good defensively.
So he's a better package for us, all things considered.
We should get a scouting report on him because there's a drastic difference in the home run power.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he may not be as good. Well, for home run power.
Yeah, I mean, for shortstop, that's not really a big deal. But
his speed is ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh. Is Tatis tall enough to learn first? I don't think so. I think if I remember correctly, he's like
we're not going to get
6 feet. I think.
You're saying Abrams instead of Tatis?
I was saying Abrams instead of Tatis because Tatis's lack of defense makes him a single type player where he's, just his bat, which that's not bad.
They are not going to give us. They're not going to get Abrams.
Is a fantastic. Oh wow, they don't even want to talk. Okay, yeah. See, that's the Padres are all in on Abrams. Yeah. They won't give us any chance in the world getting Abrams because they like him more. Tatis is now on the outs with the Padres. So what would it take to get Tatis if we just did Jung first? Could we not get rid of Jones if we picked up? I mean, that's not the answer because that's your DH person. You need that DH person gone.
You said Jung prospects.
I'm just wondering if we could get away with less. If it's Jung and somebody less, would the Padres be willing to give us a cut rate deal?
H.I. Jung. Okay. Please get back to me when you have a serious offer. They would like Walker Buehler in that deal.
Okay, so they would definitely need Nolan.
So they consider Walker Buehler and Nolan Jones essentially equal.
Wow.
I mean, it's a weird way of saying that because of the way it showed up, but yes, right?
Kind of. There's combinations where it targets multiple areas they're looking for, and that's better for a team if there's multiple.
You know what they really need is two
players.
third basemen when they have Manny Machado for another 6 years. Oh, he's got an. Oh, they are all in on him opting out. Yes. This is his last year before
which he won't.
5-year, $150 million opt out.
He won't opt out.
Huh.
He's gonna be a Padre the rest of his life, guys. Just like Will Myers and Eric Hosmer.
We have Bryant for 2 more seasons after this. Someone was asking in the chat. I don't remember how much we're paying actually on that. We're paying $21 million of the 26.5 or 27.
Yeah, we're covering a lot of Bryant's contract. We only managed to get a little bit of it off.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go shopping.
Yeah, let's see what Jones and let's see. So it's actually pronounced Young. Oh, okay. So let's see what Young and Jones can get us if we have both of them shopped around. Maybe Tatis is the best offer we can get, but if you can do Tatis for those two, I think we could get a couple different high quality players.
I don't look for your prospects, but I like Josh. I'm gonna call him Josh because my mouth cannot phonetically say Josh Young. It's gonna go Josh Young. It's gonna go Josh Young every time.
Okay.
H-I-J.
Yeah.
L-M-N-O. Now I'm all lost. Now you got me all mixed up.
I see him on the
Jones,
page.
Jung, Jordan. Throw them all in.
J-U-N-G.
Do we want regulars, prospects, and veterans?
Sure. Throw the veterans on.
Let me ask you a question. As a professional OOTPer, what consists of a veteran as opposed to a regular?
Anybody who is 28 or older, when they have had a certain amount of playing time in the big leagues, they are qualified as a veteran player.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you. Is Aaron Judge a veteran?
How many years has he been in the league?
I don't know, like 3, but he's like 28, 29.
Yeah, that's where there's differences between okay, now your age could mean one thing, but a 35-year-old debuting in baseball is a rookie, not a veteran.
We can get Henry Rowan-Gardner. Harry Rutkowski. Throws that Ched. Got Blue, a sick.
Oh, we could get him for a lot less than those two kiddos.
First off, Ford's New Jersey. I don't even know where that is.
Oh, he's a borderline starter, though.
Yo, Tanner Scott, borderline amazing.
Oh, Tanner Scott's always borderline amazing.
Extreme. So he's essentially the left-handed Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, he's basically left-handed version of Jordan Hicks. If you
Throws 100.
You can get him for dirt cheap, which is amazing to think that much. But yeah. That'd be a good combo.
Or we're going to try to get
Scott and Hicks.
Okay. Remember that. Make a note. You got your pen? Zach Galen? No. Corbin Martin.
I mean, Galen's not bad.
I don't know why, but I've seen. Oh, because you like Corbin Martin. Is that why I keep seeing Corbin Martin around here?
Corbin Martin's good. No, wait. This is the starting pitcher they got from the Houston Astros. Never mind. I'm thinking of Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll's.
Oh, maybe that's who I'm also thinking. Guys, this is it. We found it. This is the time. We get Max Fried. We did it. We came all the way around. Got you Buster Posey, and now we can go get Max Fried. Thank you, baseball gods.
No.
I can get Fried.
We can get Tatis.
We can get Fried too. What if we get Tukey?
I mean,
that's why. Let me tell you.
Breakout year.
Let me tell you why I love out of the park.
Oh my gosh, that extension.
They believe in Tukey. You know who doesn't believe in Tukey? The Braves, and possibly Tukey. So
that extension is great. What do they want for Tukey?
They want Josh Young, and Noni Jones.
Give him something else?
I mean, make a list. We're going shopping, baby. Max Fried and Tukey for what? Tanner Scott we got on the list. Rafael Devers, 322, 360, 619. Already got 24 jacks, 7 stolen bases. I'm just throwing out names. He's 24 years old. He's hecka good, as the kids would say. 13 mil this season, but then 21, 25, 25.
Oh, wow.
Player opt out 25, 25.
Oh, he'll opt out in 26, but that wouldn't be that bad for the price. That's a good third baseman. Does he actually field well?
And also, don't forget, where are we at? We're in 2023.
It doesn't field very well. Okay.
I'm trying to think where we would be by a time when we would stop doing this. Probably 3 or 4 years.
Alex Verdugo on that list? Man, you'd probably want to get a couple people at that point.
Verdugo is like really good, huh?
Yeah, he's been having a career year right now.
I'm just saying Verdugo could slot into left field. Or we could
move him to right, and then you would move Chris Bryant back to third, slot Moncada to second, or DH. So you would give up... I was going
to move Eloy to DH, and then move Bryant to left. I think would be a little easier for Bryant.
Oh, that'd work. Yeah. Yeah, Bryant would slot into left quite nicely. But Verdugo is pretty much just
Verdugo.
Contact. Verdugo, sorry.
Look, we are not here to pronounce names. I am just saying that right now.
I have a person named Alex Verdugo on the Science Saturday stream. Gotcha. So I am completely converted over to Yukinari's version.
Write his name down.
Alex.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, he's on the list. He's totally on this list.
Franmil Reyes. I don't love it, but it's cheap. Email.
Wow, German Marquez. Or Herman Marquez, my apologies.
Not great. Jimmy Herron.
Herron's supposed to be pretty good, but...
Can play left field. Only 12. Played good last year in Albuquerque.
26 years of age already. Wow.
Played good in Albuquerque last year.
Good gap power that's not displayed correctly. I don't know about that.
Matt Manning, Riley Green, Forrest Whitley.
Matt Manning is a solid pitcher, but I don't think he's our best option. Riley Green on that list? Oh my, Forrest Whitley's on the list.
I'm looking at Fragile.
Yeah, Forrest is so fragile early on, but man, when he pitches,
I don't.
Oh.
15
Sixto Sanchez on the list. That's a good person, but
I don't hate a look at Carlos Correa.
15 mil really a third baseman, if I remember correctly. Like if you put him at third base, he'd be a Gold Glover.
He should be fine at third, yeah.
He really should be converted to third, but Bregman is there right now, I believe. So,
which is funny because I think the thought always was that Bregman would go to short and Correa would move to third.
Bregman didn't have the range. He's got the arm, but he can't get the range. He's just too slow.
Jordan can only really play first or DH.
If we're really going to go for a DH, we'd be going for somebody who is head and shoulders better, like a Tatis Jr., to be honest. Because you would want somebody who would make up for the lack of their fielding with their good hitting. Which, Alvarez will do that too, but not as much, I think, as a Tatis.
Rangifo's all right.
Rangifo's here? Wow.
6, 8, 10, 13.
He's a good second baseman, but I think Madrigal has earned his rights to play second base for the rest of the year.
Do we go and get more Dodgers?
It depends on which one. Is it Cody Bellinger?
It is not.
Oh,
it's Dustin May. There's Dustin May play out here.
Well, Dustin May's having a good year, too. But we kind of have our pitching settled for right now.
Josh got them haters. Keston Hurria.
Hurria is not bad, but he doesn't field the greatest, from what I remember correctly.
But I mean, we're looking for a DH, right?
Yeah. Again, though, if you're saying that we could get Tatis Jr. or Hurria, I'm going to say Tatis. Because... Betting 278 for this season.
Recently visited player. He's not here.
He's just off our list. Tatis?
Yeah. Watch this. Boom.
Tatis's contact is just so
unbelievable,
good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can get much better than Tatis for his contact and his gap power. Like, the dude is going to just...
Gap power is all on Hurria here.
89/80. Wow.
Just saying.
Speed's a little bit better in Tatis's world, but I expect that.
I just wish that
That
6'3"
is just so good.
Is 6'3" enough to play first base?
6'3"? Yes. Actually, that would be plenty height to play first base.
Do you really want Tatis?
I mean, he's probably a great option. Now, again, is Tatis, he has 1 more year of arbitration, and then he's a free agent, though, right?
To my knowledge, that sounds correct.
So that's a $20+ million player in 2 years. So that's he comes on, and you'd have to get rid of Chris Bryant as soon as possible to make up for that. Yeah, there's Tatis.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Cal Riley is here. Joey Bart's a good option. Hey, Dylan Carlson, we can steal from the Cardinals again. Yeah.
Oh no, Cardinal fan would love that.
I like seeing Blake Snell on that list too.
Alejandro Kirk playing all right.
Hey, Kirk, a good option right about there too. Oh, too bad.
Trevor Lawrence.
Too bad we don't see Guerrero Jr. on this list. That would be.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has played more games in the Dominican Republic than he has in Canada this year.
Oh, that's right, because they didn't play any games in Canada, did they?
Yeah. One of those sweet trick questions.
There, now we got Cardinal fan out in the chat. There you are. I knew that would bring you out into the chat for a split second.
Ryu Ruiz, only 29 now? Wow. All right.
Who is this? The Estevan Machado character, 20-year-old from the Memphis Kings.
I mean, he's all right. Ground ball hitter.
Does he field well?
He can field well. 77 range, 86 error, 71 arm.
Oh, he has the best defense in the wrong categories.
Yep.
If those are swapped and it's range and arm that are the 80s, oh, that's a good sign right about there. I wish that was our prospect, unfortunately, but well. So, how do you feel about the idea of upgrading the DH position with Tatis Jr.?
They have Trey Turner, bad defense too.
Really? Turner's dropped his... Wow, the ranges are really down on players. Wow.
Well, what is Blake Snell's extension? Oh, boy.
174?
Over 6 years, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
With a team option.
That's not very Tampa Bay Rays-like.
No. Dylan Carlson, though. Day-to-day.
I'm happy to see Dylan Carlson on the list. I don't think he's developed as well as Cardinal fan would probably like him to develop at this point.
No, not what we're looking for right now.
Not really. We don't really need an outfielder unless we feel like Jimenez goes to the DH instead, which that actually is an option. We could do that. How is Tatis Jr. in the outfield? Sometimes infielders have pretty decent outfield ability.
Let's
just
go
throwing that
to
out there.
The videotape. Outfield range 43, 53 error, 71 arm.
Okay. So he's got the arm, but he doesn't have the range, which is traditional. Okay. So no, you wouldn't put him in the outfield.
Tell me more about the unmotivated Asa Lacy.
I mean, Lacy was a draft pick from 2020. He just got drafted in real life. Very good pitcher. I think his pitches were his best highlight. Yeah, the fast curve, slider, changeup. He is fragile, and he's also a fly ball pitcher. Or no, that's fragile for Sam Carlson. Never mind, my apologies. But
I was hoping there was some sort of combo play we could do for this gentleman right here. But I see that's not going to be a thing.
I mean, Kelenic would be the right fielder of choice.
Is the problem?
Or at least you'd have to train him right field. He'd have to be a off-season acquisition. You train him into play right field. Yeah. I'm not sure why the Mariners haven't trained him how to play right field yet. He's not their best center fielder.
What am I trying to do here? I'm trying to see.
Trying to offer up Young and Jones?
Yeah, let's just see what a Jones offer gets us. Really? Jared Poto thinks it's a joke, so it must be bad.
Yeah,
Walker Buehler.
It's going to be hard. Oh, how has Julio Rodriguez done for the Mariners?
We can check that in 1 minute. Let me just see what happens if we throw Young on here.
Go for it.
What about Candy Maldonado?
I think Young is on the 40 man, I think.
Really? This must be a joke.
Oof. I mean, Kelenick's a bit harder to pick up because he's young, under a really good contract. Although they take Bryant.
Yeah.
Which would save us a bunch of money down the road. But we'd give up a lot to make that happen. Like, that's a lot.
Out of curiosity, I took Jones away. No. Let's try it the other way. If we have Jones, I mean, this is the problem. We do the stream and it goes 9 hours because we're just doing stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah, this is the fun part about trading offers is that we can look around and see different people and then our minds wander and we think of somebody else.
I mean, I'm not throwing in Cal Quantrill. This guy could theoretically be good. He's 22. He's huge. Our second round pick in the 2022 draft. Gap power, but not home run power.
Huh.
Speed, could play center
Oh,
field.
that outfield ability though. You don't want to get rid of that guy yet. He's your backup to Pete Crow.
Julio Rodriguez not as good.
He's
been playing right, that's why.
Really?
262, 336, 507 so far this season. 18.
He's still. This is rookie season?
He played last year. Yeah.
Okay. So he's still technically developing, but yeah. Mariners are going to be tough for years to come. I don't think you're going to get Kelenic or Rodriguez from them for a while.
I just like the idea that they would take Chris Bryant, which would be...
Chris Bryant coming off would be...
big.
That would actually allow us... Well, see, the problem is, if we got rid of Chris Bryant, I would then be much more optional to taking on Fernando Tatis Jr., because we could pay Fernando Tatis what he wants at that point. Because we would be away from the Bryant contract. But that's only if we can trade away Bryant, but then still retain enough to do, Jung and...
Oh, I put the wrong guy on.
Jones. Yeah, you've got Jimenez on right now, which I don't know why we'd be offering them Jimenez. So the problem is, you wouldn't really want to do Jones and Bryant because we'd probably only get rid of Bryant if we wanted to pick up Tatis.
Yeah.
At least that's what I'm thinking, is that we'd be looking for somebody younger we could pay money for, which technically, Rodriguez and Kelenic are both young and they'd both be excellent.
Let's make a note. Let me make a note. Create a note about Jared Kelenic.
Because, yeah, Kelenic would be an interesting option to swap out.
Hey, pro tip. Let me can I make a feature request?
See.
For a reminder, I just want to tell you the day to remind me.
To specify a date.
Yeah. I just want to specify a date. I want to say, October 10th. For Jared Kelenic.
Yes.
What's July to October? Let's just do a hot 90 days. Trade for Jared Kelenic in the offseason.
Yeah. That'd be an interesting approach to doing that. That would probably depend highly on whether or not the Mariners are competitors for playoffs. If they're competing for the playoffs, they probably will not be even thinking about getting rid of Kelenic.
49 and 49. Rodriguez. 14 games back of the division.
Ooh.
Houston Astros are really good.
They might be listening to offers if they're not actually getting into the playoffs at all.
They are neutral, according to their current team.
They should be. They're borderline prepping for playoff runs, but but we could see about that.
Problem is we can't do Bryant in a thing because we have no one to play right.
Well, we have Olivares, but if we trade away Bryant, I would be assuming that we'd be filling his position with an actual right fielder. Like, that would be the deal. If we're getting rid of Bryant, that's because we're slotting someone to play right. And then if we get rid of Jones and Freeman and Jung, we're probably getting a DH to also play.
JJ Bleday playing pretty good in right field. AAA.
Too bad he's only 2 stars. I feel like he's much better than 2 stars, but yeah.
We also have a Rosarena that can play right.
We have a Rosarena.
Not really.
Who else do we have? We had Duran, but he's injured right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Perry was a pickup over the offseason. I don't remember if he's been doing very well, though, unfortunately. He has not been.
Damn fine. Kone is not there yet. I mean, these guys are still in super minor leagues, but
yeah.
Cameron Simmons, he can play right field, but he can't really hit as well.
Yeah, I feel like
he's more of a left fielder. Ooh, McCray.
I mean, we could trade for 2 outfielders and then move Jimenez to the DH. Bryant gets to be dealt in one of those deals, and we get a new left fielder and a new right fielder. That would be the whole entire approach.
Again, we've gone almost an hour and not done literally anything.
That is very much us, unfortunately. Huh. I mean, the problem is that the only person who really fits right field is going to be either Kelenic or it's potentially Alex Verdugo. But I don't think Alex is our best option.
Yeah, there's no great free agents coming up.
What about left fielders? I mean, yeah, we are at a time where the free agents are the aging people that we probably don't want.
I mean, Benintendi is the best of those.
Yeah, which is why
who we can get.
They're more than. Yeah, but that's why they want to get rid of him, because he's a free agent pending player. So we really wouldn't want that, because he's gonna ask for $20 million at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I think the only deal that I would do would be if you wanted to go big on Tatis, put him at the DH, since the Padres aren't playing him. It'd be nice to have him on our squad.
I should only given up both of those guys for him. Then we really lose options here.
Well, you'd have him for at least the rest of this year and next year. Would be the play. You wouldn't play him at shortstop, unfortunately.
He can't pitch.
He is no Christian Betancourt. But he also can have good speed to him as well, which I like. Basically, he would replace Freeman as the leadoff hitter, I believe. Right? Because Freeman's our leadoff hitter right now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had DH as the leadoff hitter. We'd lose a little bit of power, gain a lot of on-base percentage, basically. Huh.
Can we do this without giving up both of them? That's my question.
That's a good question. Yeah, could we do can we give them a prospect?
I like the idea of giving up Jones more than I like the idea of giving up Young.
Yeah, well, we'd have to get rid of Jones to give Tatis the DH spot, so that has to happen. It would be at least Jones. But if we offered a couple other people instead of Young.
Who's this bogey guy?
Is that our last pickup from the draft?
He was a 2011. He's got no movement.
2021 19th rounder.
He's got no movement.
Wow, his stuff is ridiculous. Has he been actually starting this season? He has been. Did not do very well in single A plus. Yeah. He had a good start in double A though. I probably wouldn't get rid of Bogue unless we felt like his movement was just really, really bad. Because that's the kind of prospect that could develop a little bit more, and suddenly he's, so good that you have to play him. Now there was a shortstop on that list.
Michael Brooks is another guy with the wrong ratings.
The Brooks guy, where it's just kind of like, okay, so this is a backup to Tyler Freeman, I'm guessing. Which
well, again, not even. He's still in like A plus. So,
and I like this kid. This is a good player, but
he's got the ratings you don't like because
he's really a second baseman with that arm. You're a second baseman. Like, you can see the difference. Second base to short. Well, I mean, he's still a 73 overall shortstop. He'd be a fantastic shortstop guy.
Yeah.
But he's probably already maxed out on the shortstop ability. He can get probably upwards of like 90 at second base. So if you're stomachable to put 73 at shortstop, that's fine. And that's probably doable. The air and double play is fantastic. But actually, yeah, that makes it really difficult to want to get rid of him because that is basically your replacement for Freeman in like 2 years if Freeman does not develop well. Is there anybody else in this list that we could be okay with getting rid of?
Like Madrigal's too much of a glue guy. What if we?
I feel like Madrigal's hitting and his on base percentage is it's just too good.
All right, let's try this approach.
I mean, we're really close to making this deal work. Is there somebody middling on the prospects list?
Who was that? Oh, he wouldn't even be a prospect because he's 28, right? Where's that Stallings guy?
Starting pitcher in what was it? Double A?
Not double A.
Or was he I don't remember which.
Can I give you Michael Lorenzen?
I highly doubt they would want something like a Lorenzen, but
we're just throwing stuff out there.
We could throw it up there.
Well, it's not double A.
Is Lorenzen on our 40 man? Because we probably don't want to give many people on our 40 man because they would not like that.
I do not believe he is.
Okay, good.
Definitely don't want him. Davis Martin. Can I trick you into a Davis Martin acquisition? No, I cannot. Where is this guy? Is he in A plus? Mike Lepresti? Maybe related to my old coach? I don't know. Where is Stallings?
Where is Stallings?
Stalings?
I believe so.
He's on our team?
He should be. We haven't gotten rid of him yet.
Jacob Stallings. No. Mitch Stallings? Mitch Stallings, double A, starting pitcher. Why am I not seeing him? Double A, sorted by position. Mitch Stallings. Some people liked him. Does he lower the price?
Yeah, that's the question. Can we get it dropped a little bit?
They'll take like a Luis Sosa.
Oh, we could give him the Blade.
We could give him JJ Blade. We could give him this pitcher who looks like he sucks pretty good.
Milto. Wow, just a minor league pickup. Yes, let's do Milto. He's basically become a bullpen person. If they see more in him, then that's great. But Milto's perfect.
Milto. So bad I can't even find him. Milton. They like this very much.
Okay. Well, if they like it a lot, I like it a lot. Even if it's just a year and a half of Fernando Tatis Jr.
But what if it was more?
10% more. I mean,
What if it was Hudson Potts Moore?
oh my gosh, you want to go after Potts?
Sure, why not?
Oh
What
my
if it was
gosh.
Hudson Head?
You are bold, sir.
Who is Hudson Head? Who is Hudson Head?
A right fielder? Whoa. Okay. That would be an interesting pickup.
Are you go
Let's
left
add
field?
him to the list.
Huh, Hudson Head.
Okay.
Just saying. Just saying. Why's my phone bugging out? What about Ishmael Mina? Manamuna? That's not a good deal.
Just gonna rob the Padres now at this point.
Ooh. Excuse me. Who is this character we have stumbled upon?
Oh wow. That's some good overall ability right about there. What would it take to get both of those outfield prospects? I know we already have outfield prospects, but
we got shortstops, right? What if we give him Ducote? 7th round pick.
How good was Ducote? Yeah, that's an option.
Or Brooks. We have a Ducote and a Brooks, both.
I would do Ducote first. His ability to play infield's not as good as Brooks's.
Oh,
Brooks is a definite defensive upgrade right now. If Brooks can get some more hitting, that's an instantaneous starter at shortstop for a long time.
I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I love it. Oh, this is a good deal for them. They accept this.
What if we could add Head back on?
Whoa. What does everybody want? What does everybody need? Do I have any wrestling fans in the chat? I'm going to assume now. You definitely cannot accept this idea.
Not even to make it work now.
Okay, I'm just saying. Look, I don't want to be the crazy guy that says we throw Chris Bryant into this deal.
Do they want Chris Bryant?
They're interested in the Chris Bryant trade.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You know, he's had a very good season.
Listen up, Masami Arakawa. Nolan Jones is only available and untouchable because I didn't want stupid trades.
Yeah, we didn't want someone being like, hey, take this middling single A prospect who's only 2 stars for your best DH player. Okay, this is
Ron Weasley?
Really fast.
Beasley. Dang.
I'm sorry? Ron Beasley? Not related to the oh no, totally not related to the Weasley twins, but okay. I wouldn't worry about money at this point. The idea would be like, okay, so who would play right field for us? If we get rid of both of our starting DH and right fielder, are we really going to play Olivares in right, or do we? Because I'm assuming Tatis goes to play DH. That's an easy pickup right there.
DH has got to be the Tatis.
Yeah, Tatis goes to DH because he can't play the infield unless you want to trade him first base, but then Rizzo goes to play DH, and I don't like that because Rizzo's pretty good on the field. I don't think he's a bad first baseman, but that would be our long-term first base replacement if you wanted to have Tatis learn how to play first. That's actually a decent option, actually.
Yeah, but that would mean we're re-signing Tatis also.
Oh, I assume if we're going to make this kind of a deal where Jones and Bryan are going in a deal for Tatis, I would not want us to lose Tatis.
But I'm also feeling now, like with Bryant not being super great, and also Jones not being super great, I don't hate.
Bryant had a pretty good year. Like he's been actually doing pretty well.
I mean, well for you, but for 21 million, I mean maybe.
Oh yeah. He's not worth 21 million, but you know.
But I love the idea of getting out of him. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'd love to get out of his contract. He has done fantastic.
But your question is, who would go to right field?
That's the $1 million question right now.
And Jimenez can only play left, or he only has left field positional ratings.
Yeah, either way, he can play left. Robert has only been maining center field. I don't think he has right field ability yet.
And we don't really
None
feel
of
like
these guys. I mean, Ismail's actually almost
he's
ready to
close, and he's
go.
super young.
He is super young.
Oliveris has the
Were there
experience from
any
last year, but when we played him all the time, he was trash. Blade.
I'd have to be really, really convinced on Blade. I would give a Rosarina a chance before Blade ever gets a chance, to be honest. Blade needs to
Yeah, we
improve
can give Rosarina the
ratings.
chance. Rosarina not been stretched out in right field.
Oh, he hasn't. Oh dear me. Have we been training Robert in right at all?
No, we have not.
I thought we tried to in spring training.
We might have tried it, but it didn't take.
Okay. Because that's the long-term goal, I think, is to put Robert into right, put Pete Crow Armstrong in center. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. You're thinking the same thing I am. Like, can we put Moncada in the
that's what I was thinking.
I mean, he'd be a better left fielder than Jimenez. And
I mean, we could put him Basabe. Again, he's not really the right play, but we could put Basabe there for a little bit. Wasn't he to fix our bullpen? And Basabe could go to right. I mean, again, we could also do this deal without Chris Bryant and without one of those prospects.
No. If they're willing to take Chris Bryant for this deal to make it work for a couple of extra prospects, this is an easy deal to make. Bryant's good. He's only 31, but he is expensive and he is not developing well. So
again,
any opportunity we're given to, make a deal with Chris Bryant involved, we need to heavily, seriously think about that.
Cameron Simmons, good defensively, but not there offensively.
Not quite there on the offense.
Not want him as my everyday.
Has he been doing okay in Double-A though?
Yeah, he's in Triple-A actually, and he's hitting in 41 starts. He's hitting 295, 352 on base, 470 slugging.
Oh, he had some time in Triple-A. Okay, he's back in Double-A now, but okay. So that's an option. Is there... All right, so let's go back to the Padres trade real fast. Is there any relievers you want to add on to this list?
Oh, tell me we've looked at too many players. Where's the trade page?
You should be able to go right back to the initiate trade.
Back.
And it'll just automatically go right back to that Padres page.
What? Why? What's it saying? Why does it say we have no player who would make the deal? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just say never mind for that. Is Cameron Maven still available? Or Billy Hamilton. Let's go pick up Billy Hamilton to play center field for us.
I mean, we could go get Peralta. We could go get
That's true. Peralta
can't play right.
Yeah, he's a left fielder, unfortunately.
No. Oh, these are. I have a filter on here. That's why. Right fielders. We could get everyday Eddie Rosario to play right, even though he's awful at
it. He's got the power, but I mean, Eddie is such an interesting outfielder. Everybody wants to take a chance on him, but he's hard in OOTP to find a successful team for him, unfortunately.
Robbie Grossman?
Wow, that's another name I haven't heard in a long time.
Mike Shreve? Or a center fielder with range and speed. Again, over an hour, haven't done anything.
That is the fun of trading.
Connor Lean.
Throw names by people.
Otaro Shidagaki. Gizmani and Tomas.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that's not defensive.
No.
His defense is his defense is quite offensive.
Yeah.
Brandon Drury. No.
Oh man, I remember when Dre was a D-back player.
Are we just gonna give the starting job to Hudson Head?
I mean, that isn't a bad idea, in all honesty. Or Ishmael. I mean, Hudson actually would probably be our left fielder.
Hudson's more developed.
He could play right though.
They both have they have the tools. They're just not there yet.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think Ismail Mania is probably better as right fielder right now. He's got a little bit lower of the rating, but he's got the defensive ratings that are going to make him better once we play him right.
Yeah, to be honest, Mania or Amena is actually probably better in center. But we have Pro, so it's not. It would be nice to have a bunch of extra outfield prospects.
Well, here's the thing:
see who develops.
Are we still going to be streaming by the time Lou Bob is old enough to? I mean, I don't know if we're going to be streaming in 2027.
Are we going to carry this over into 22, or are we just going to?
Probably not. So.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm just saying.
I don't mind trading for really good prospects. That's my thing. Is I love trading for those kind of players like so essentially and Head.
So essentially, what this trade is going to do is going to take two guys that don't hit that great, replace them with Tatis, who we assume is going to hit great.
Yes.
And is he going to hit good enough to make up for whatever? One of these guys. I don't know who we're going to put in. Hey, you know what? Let's just go check their San Diego's active roster. Do they have a spare right fielder that they don't want?
Yeah.
Or that we could take off their hands? Josh Naylor offensively is right. Defensively is not right.
You were looking at Taylor Trammell earlier, but he's a left fielder right now. I don't know if he plays right.
No. I also don't think we're getting him.
I don't think so either. He's been pretty good all year.
Rule 5 Trent Grisham? Could play right.
Oh, that's an option. I wonder if they'd add him on for free.
No, we certainly need
even though his arm's not really designed for right. Oof. They need more for that?
Again, Nolan Jones. I'll look at this again. Nolan Jones is hitting 216. Chris Bryant is hitting 245.
Jones either needs to be sent down AAA or we need someone better productive wise than him.
I feel like if we can get Tatis is at a negative 0.1 WAR right now. If he can get us
only started 16 games, 12 games.
Yeah,
he's gonna do so much better when he's actually playing consistently. I don't see how on earth he bats that way.
Is he going to be better than the two of them combined? I think so.
I think he would be.
So I think whatever we do in right field, we're going to be fine.
Yeah, and we have Olivares to use short term while we think about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would still pull the trigger on this deal.
Is giving up Paul Melito and Mitch Stallings really going to hurt our future pitching prospects? I think not.
No. We have more people down the road that we're more interested in using. Plus, we've got a bunch of young arms right now.
And we've got Young to cover third base if we ever thought about putting Jones back there.
Yeah.
We got shortstops out the Yin Yang twins. So Ducote's nothing.
We've got a couple shortstops, but, I'm actually very interested in that one kid at this point because that would be our defending shortstop. If we can get some bat, he'd be good. Just squeeze the extra 400,000 out of him. Yeah, I'd be all for this deal right here. You save a lot of money.
I just wonder if they have
Our available cash only gets improved by 5 million.
Well, because the only one that costs anything is Chris Bryant.
Well, yeah, but isn't he 21?
He's 21.
Is it Tatis then? Is Tatis really
Tatis is what, an 8 or 9?
11?
8.
I thought he was only 8.
Yeah, 8.
Huh. I'm
Neither of
not
these
seeing
guys
where
have a
the extra money is
contract.
coming in that's costing us so much, but okay.
I don't know. This guy's on a minor league contract. Yeah.
Oh, because if they're both on the 40-man, they're probably both getting paid minimum contracts.
Yeah.
One of them is. But still, that's still a very worthwhile deal. Absolutely a worthwhile deal.
Oh, Hudson Head's on the 40-man.
Yeah, he is. So we actually have to put him on our 40-man roster too. So we'll have 2 people at least.
So 2 for
we're
2
getting
swap.
rid of 2.
Yep.
So, and there's a potential that Head might even join the major league squad and start to get some playing time if we feel like he's ready for that.
Well, then I guess that answers our question: is that Head would be the right fielder if we want to do that?
Yes, him and Olivares could probably split some time if we felt like he was ready to go. And from what I'm seeing, he looks like he's pretty much ready to go.
And Olivares is. Let me just look at Olivares again real quick. We could platoon them and it would be fine.
Oh, good. Then yes, that answered our question immediately.
And then we don't have to worry about. But though we like Ismail more long term, I think that gives him more time, and we can start training him in right or center.
I'd say center personally. I think you got to compare him to Pete Crow at that point.
Yeah, I think that's the next year. Maybe this offseason we need to go through and figure out, like, we've not advanced a day yet, Lena.
We have not gotten a day. No.
Maybe this offseason we have to say.
Entire time.
I feel like this offseason we have to say, this is where we are now. This is the team we're predicting for 3 years down the road, and then say who's going to be the center fielder, who's going to be the right fielder. So we're doing this. I grabbed this extra 415K.
I would definitely do this.
Do we want to throw Chris Paddock in the deal?
Probably not.
We don't really need a starter. He's got surgery, bone chips. Reggie Lewis suspended, which means we can grab him for cheap. They'll just give us Lamet. Mackenzie Gore? Will you give me Mackenzie Gore?
Wow, they have Honeywell Jr. too.
Give me Honeywell Jr. Might be the worst offer in my career. We can get Sam Tuialavala. He's a 40-manner.
A relief pitcher option.
He's a 40-manner, though. Which...
Well, I mean, yeah, you'd be getting him and dropping somebody from your relief pen at that point. Probably Castillo.
Maybe we lost Castillo. Yeah, we DFA'd him at the end of last year.
Oh, awesome.
Did we ever finish that?
Yeah, I think you said
he's back in AAA. Yeah. All right, so we're doing this deal?
Yeah, this looks great.
Do we want Tuatanga Lova? Mr. Lova?
Sure. Add him on. Just one more person for us to be able to work with at this point. An extra person for the bullpen.
I feel like I don't want to waste that extra 40-man spot. How many 40-man
if you don't want to. You don't have to.
We have 35.
We'd have 36 when it's all said and done then. Because we'll be gaining up one of them.
Yeah, I don't want to do it because I think we're going to need some spots to protect some guys. Makes
sense. Especially with people like Brooks coming up soon to the Rule 5 draft and a bunch of our outfielders getting ready for Rule 5.
Everybody wants Rincones. So he's going to have to go on at some point. Oh, he might be our center fielder of the future.
Him, Pete Crow are our top 2 right now.
So we have a lot
as well. Oof. Yeah, we have 3 prime center field prospects.
All right, let's do this deal. We're doing this deal.
Yeah, let's do it.
Give me a little bit more money. Oh, I don't want Tuias Sipa.
I mean, if they're willing to give us less of Tatis's contract for the year, that'd be nice.
Yeah, but it's going to be, we're actually going to get less money.
Yeah.
It'd be like they'll take 1.4
Yeah,
off of
potentially.
Tatis's contract if we eat 1.6 up from him. So.
Oh, yeah, that's not worth it then.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want a 1.6 reliever pitcher.
Sorry, Chris
Perfect.
Bryant. It was good.
Yeah, it's a good little time. He can go help out the Padres. I bet you they could probably use him in the outfield right now.
He just took the fan interest almost crashed from losing Nolan Jones.
Yeah, they liked Nolan Jones.
The fan interest increased is amazing for Fernando Tatis.
Because Fernando Tatis is just a spark plug to any team he goes to. Okay,
so what we got to do here is rosters and transactions. Both going on this thing. But we're going to have to force... Well, let's just see what Raul Ortiz wants to do.
Yeah. If we throw him Hudson, what is he going to do about that?
Okay, he wants to play Fernando Tatis Jr. at shortstop. Well, technically...
Whenever there's no
DH.
DH?
A question we don't need to think about is they want him to play short when there's no DH.
Yeah. I almost want to say no to that personally.
Hey, guess what?
Because
what if at the end of the 2023 season we just don't have a DH? We just only have a DH.
we just turn that on full time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I learned how to do this today. So what I want to do is I am going to force. What am I doing here? I've got to force Tatis to DH. That's all we're doing here. And oh no, this is the trick. How did I do this? I'm going to force Freeman to short.
Yes.
And Madrigal to DH.
Madrigal?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you should be able to just force Freeman to shortstop, and Tatis will go to DH because he can't play anywhere else. So
I've been thinking a lot about lineups today. So Freeman's short. Yes. That means, again, the only problem is that means that Tatis is not playing. We don't have a DH, which I don't really love.
Yes. I mean, I don't like that either, but for the little bits of games that we're going to play in the, in interleague, I think we'll be okay.
Game strategy for Olivares. Do we force Olivares to the bench?
No.
First right-handed pitching?
What does the depth chart look like for that outfield position? Because if we force somebody to play a position, that makes the depth chart turn into only if starter's tired. And I'd like to give Hudson as much playing time as the general manager is okay, as our manager is okay with. Every third day. Game. Okay.
Versus righties.
Yeah, that's not bad. That gives Basabe
every fifth day versus lefties.
Hudson. Yeah.
I mean, I was going to give him versus righties, but all the time.
That's about right. So the problem is that Yolbert Sanchez is never going to play shortstop now.
Yeah.
Unless Freeman is tired.
Okay, so why don't I?
That's true. So that's the one thing where you'd be like, okay, now it'd be better to put Tatis as a designated DH and then not designate.
Yeah, but then that's the only thing that sucks is because we don't have. Because we're letting the GM do it.
Yeah.
If only
because the manager takes over.
I don't know if you saw the Slack. If we had that thing that I want. We could do some stuff. So we're going to set him as the DH. No, but that won't do anything, right? All it's going to do is...
If you set Tatis to just DH and then take off Freeman's shortstop, that'll force Tatis to... Well, it's true, because then they'll still try to put Tatis at shortstop when there's no DH.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'll trump when there's no DH. That's a good question, actually.
I'm just trying to think. What do we want? We want Tatis as the DH, so we're good there. But when there's no DH... Oh, that's what I want to see. What is the depth chart here? Every sixth game... Oh, here's the thing. Even like Freeman's never going to play short when there's a DH in this situation.
When there's no DH?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you almost want to just force Freeman to play shortstop because he is.
Yeah, I mean Sanchez is going to play
so
second
better.
more often.
Yeah, which is
probably.
fine. And whenever Freeman is tired, Sanchez will back him up, so that's not a problem.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. Freeman. Okay, so our DH lineups. No, they're not the same. They flip around a couple guys, but first righties: Freeman at short, Makata at third, Tatis at DH, Eloy in left, Rizzo, Robert, Oliveras, Madrigal, and Posey.
Wow, they have Robert down that list, but okay.
But then he's hitting third against lefties.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of splitty.
He's just bad against righties. Wow, okay.
I mean, he's okay against righties, but he's far better against lefties.
Fine.
Yeah, I think we are good there.
Oh, I think we're very good at this point.
We didn't do anything to the pitching rotation.
No, we didn't touch that, unfortunately. We thought about it, but we didn't touch it.
I do need to hit Ask AI to set up minor league. Who is that guy that we just got that I need to keep an eye on?
That would be Mena? Ismael.
Yeah,
probably in single A plus, I'm going to assume. No, he's not. Did they stick him in single A?
Oh yeah, Voyagers, where are they? He's in single A, the Cannonballers.
He's on the Cannonballers.
Do we want to put him in right?
I'd like to see how well he trains in center first.
Okay.
I feel like he's probably going to be the weakest of our three center field prospects, but he may be our strongest hitting center field prospect.
Yeah.
Which that may trump.
If I move him to center, he goes up double A. Ooh. Which means he's fighting with Rincones, which means Rincones could be.
Is Rincones not playing center now? Is he gonna?
He is playing. Oh, I need to see what the Barons lineups are like, actually. How do I go see the Barons lineups?
If you go to the lineups, you can then
I can go down.
Select the drop down, and you can change the team. Yeah.
Birmingham Barons lineups. Rincone's playing center and Mena's playing right, even though I just told them to play.
Okay. I mean, that's fine because Rincones has better fielding than Mena, technically.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd like to train Mena in right field.
Yeah, I mean, so it's not really a big deal.
So it's not a big deal. And if he gets more time in right, maybe we do switch him to center. I don't know. I still feel like Pete Crow is kind of our center fielder by default. Yeah. But, if Rincones really impresses us, he is definitely an option.
Is he hurt? I think he's hurt. Yeah, he's got a strained hamstring. He's out for a little bit.
Who, Pete Crow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be gone a little bit for now. But those three guys, are those are some big name defenders right there.
All right, let me I'm gonna sim for like a week because I want to say that we actually got something done this stream.
A massive trade for Fernando Tatis Jr. isn't enough for you?
No. Betances to Atlanta. Let's see. What did Fernando Tatis do in his first game? Tell me. 1 for 4? Is that good enough for me?
For now, yeah, because he's going to need to get back in shape a little bit from basically getting one at bat every other game to full time.
Full time hitting in the 3-hole? Left 3 on base? What are you doing? What are you doing to me, guy? What I did want to check out right before, because we're ending this because it's getting late. I wanted to check out my team chemistry. We are ecstatic. Excellent. Love that.
Good.
Nolan Jones was one of our captains, I think. So that's kind of a problem. But
I think he was, unfortunately. Yeah.
We got Rizzo, Posey, Freeman as captains. Tatis and Madrigal as leaders, or up the I'd say up the middle, but they're not really.
What would have been up the middle
Ooh,
if Tatis still played short.
He's a leader and a spark. Leader and a spark plug, so that's good. Logan Allen, Prankster, Eloy, Outspoken, Delgado, and Basabe, and Hicks is unmotivated. Hicks. I think we're gonna have Hicks much longer.
I mean, there's a chance at the end of the year that we qualify offer Hicks.
But Hicks' qualifying offer is going to be like 19 million.
Yeah, it'll be like 17 or something like that. It's dependent upon the average contract of the MLB.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't think he would take it though.
Listen, I've got screwed by qualifying offers before.
That's true. That is true. You don't want him to really do that.
Yeah, managers always piss off pitchers for some reason. Managers always going to piss off one set or the other, right? Or
most of the
make
time,
everybody not great, or have
either
nothing.
They're like neutral or they're heavily batters, heavily pitchers. Yeah. It's rough. That's where you kind of want a bench coach that balances it out and does the other side. That's what I found to work best.
Team is very good.
Your team is really good. If this doesn't win the World Series, I don't know what's wrong.
My assistant GM is probably the problem, though.
Oh.
I'm not talking about Masami Aragawa. Talking about you. I think that's where you are. I don't know where you are. I think you're over there.
Wherever the assistant GM is.
Bogey's not pitching
Oh my gosh.
I wanted to see fan interest is 98, so they really do not care about what's the name of anything.
They're all in. They're all in. They won a World Series.
They're all in. Where's our still selling out? We're selling out.
As we should be.
We're selling out and we're selling out.
Yeah. We'll be selling out the rest of the season.
Do we try to move Hicks?
I would say move Hicks to the trade deadline.
Did you
if that's something you want to do.
Did you write down those guys' names?
I did. A few of them that stood out as like really good options for us.
You're not here Monday, which is the problem.
No, I'm afraid it'll be all up to you on Monday. Yeah, so Lamet's only 3.5 stars. I don't think he's an upgrade for us in all seriousness. He'd be a rental, and he's probably not good enough. So probably wouldn't go for that now.
Britt Nixon would be mad if I shop him yet again.
I mean, you can shop him yet again if you want to. He'll start to get a little bit mad that we keep, trying to get rid of him.
Well, I have a great idea. Can we do Hicks to possibly Atlanta for some sort of left-handed starting pitcher?
Oh,
and I'm not talking about.
Do they have like a really good left-handed pitcher that they could give us for that?
I mean, we could get Kyle Muller. His bat is 100% arrested. 58 power. We're trading for Kyle Muller. Forget everything. We're getting Kyle Muller. Game over. We can get Michael Baumann. No. Who were some of these relievers that we wrote down? We can get Ben Henry.
Well, we like Tanner Scott, but I don't know what the Baltimore Orioles would be wanting to do for that kind of a deal right now. These are not the names we had on that last list, because that last list was Jones and Young. Oh, we did like McClanahan though.
I do like
That's
McClanahan.
True.
Oh, wait, there's another guy with some Jose Alvarado.
Alvarado's not bad.
Control problems.
He does have control problems. Yep, that's true.
And the contract to deal with, $9.5 million in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Show me potato salad.
Yeah. So the problem is that Hicks is a free agent technically at the end of the year, and people know that. So unfortunately,
what if we trick someone? What if we extend him for 1 year?
He'd probably want the 3 or 4 year contract. I mean, you could sign him to that contract and then try to trade him, but I don't know if you would get much more.
Shane McClanahan fishes in the offseason, which I feel was an important thing that we needed to bring up.
Borderline starting pitcher, too. That's interesting.
Out of curiosity. We named who put nobody calls him Maximus. Come on, guys.
Maximus? Do we have a deep-seated mole in there that's getting all these nicknames?
Okay, listen, I can trade Jordan Hicks and Tatis for Max Fried.
No. We just got Tatis. I mean, if you wanted Max Fried, I'd give them Quantrill and Hicks.
I like Quantrill.
See, the problem is you like Quantrill.
Problem is I like too many people. This is why we need to do a league of a straight up just made up league where it's not like, oh, I like his name.
You don't have these like years of liking a player and you know their backstory.
And then you get Dombrowski and you give Miguel Cabrera $600 billion.
Yep.
It's a new verb, getting Dombrowski. All right, so I think Hicks is staying around, which is
I think Hicks is an off-season decision. We probably will be looking at an extension.
Oh, also CJ Abrams leading the league in stolen bases. Didn't know if you knew that.
Oh, well, I mean, his speed is 100, so yeah, he should be. Like, seriously. He's faster than Nick Heath, for Pete's sake, in this game, I believe. Maybe.
Shout out to the Woolly Mammoth winning the Western, whatever this is.
Oh.
Is
that single A?
I think this is our single A first half. Is that what that is? US PBL?
I have no idea.
I don't know what that was.
That isn't like a... Good grief.
United Shore Professional Baseball League? Featuring such teams.
Is that an independent league?
Maybe. I don't know how I got there. But
just ended up randomly on that page for some unknown reason.
They got anybody worth? They got a pentagreen? All right, so that's it. I think that's our move.
Yeah, I think that's our move for right now is to actually shore up the offense. Getting a really good player for very little.
Because we don't have offense.
Well, we had offense, but we had some struggling offense and some decision making to do, and found a good deal that fit our approach.
Had already got a stolen base. Let's go.
Nice.
Fernando Tatis. Can I see? He is 10 for 30. That's pretty good.
That's the 300.
Or 10 for 25 because he had 5.
10 for 25.
And he's stolen 2 bases.
How is this not going to be a good payoff?
This might be the greatest thing we've ever done.
Please tell me how this is going to fail or blow up in our faces. This is freaking Fernando Tatis Jr. Like, seriously.
The answer is when I give him $10 million for next season.
If he gets $10 million, I would be shocked because he does have... no, true. He has arbitration. So, yes, that would be his arbitration year.
I offered him $10 million for 5 years, and he's like, how about you just give me more for 1 year? What a jerk.
Yeah.
Love it.
How about we just do the 1 year for right now?
Oh, I should have... Oh, I'm an idiot.
You could have offered him like 7 years or like 25, and that would have been a budget move. Like,
no, I should have just given him the 1 year before when we traded for him. Because I assume he's going to play well, and he's going to up his value.
Well, it's arbitration value, but... Yes, it could go upwards of like 13 if we're not careful.
Yeah, if we make him a good player. Why does he have to be good? Had 4 hits in a loss against the Twins.
Man, if he can start to do that on a routine basis, that's going to be a steal.
Why is our division so strong?
I have no idea how on earth your division is so strong, TJ. The Twins are coming back again.
Cal Quantrill continues to get good. Dylan Cease. Cox and Squeeze is Desirees. Let's go. Yo, first off, Mabry's Valoria might have been the greatest pickup of all time.
You might have had the pickup of the year right there with Valoria. I don't even know where you found this kid.
First off, we found him on like a random free agent list the day after we had already released him.
So you were already on the same thinking mind as your minor league assistant GM who was signing him. But oh my gosh.
Because it's time with the Cardinals. Yeah, the minor league, they picked him up as on waivers.
Yep.
I didn't do that. I'll tell you that right now. I did not do that. Hudson Head struggling a little bit, but hey.
That's okay.
Oliveros is playing okay. And again, Fernando Tatis already at half a WAR.
And we have Hudson here way too early. Like he
Oh
really
yeah,
should be
he should not
in
be here, but
Double A right now playing. So
I don't think he played above A ball, if I'm not mistaken. From what I saw, was he
I think he was A
fast?
plus.
Was he fast?
Hudson?
Are we using him on the
I
bases?
think
At least?
I think he's fast.
I
Was
think
there anybody else in that development email that was doing good?
That would require me to have read it for having read that. Where's that cup from?
Raising Cane's.
Oh, the chicken place, huh?
Chicken place. It has the
Never had it.
NFL team for Arizona on the backside.
Duncan has the Jets and Giants cups. And Sundays I get like quadruple points.
Oh, nice. I don't get anything with this cup. I don't think it's just it's just the usual cup they give every single person who orders any drinks from them.
Hudson Head, 21 power. Guess what? Hit a dong.
Whoop whoop.
We're doing good there.
He'll be just fine.
I'm happy.
He'll be just fine.
Everything that's going on here. Okay. It's August, September. We might finish up the regular season next year.
I think you should be able
back to be back to playoffs with us.
You have the playoffs.
Dylan
C's
walk you through leading the league in ERA. Let's go. Oh my God, C's and Bueller again. Bueller missed time. You can't see it. No. Oh my God. Game so much. Oh my God, what are we doing here?
I'm just loving the fact that you got 103 RBIs from Eloy Jimenez right now. That's great. Oh, what? Oh no. Why does Cease always do this to us? First Giolito and now Cease.
I'm telling you right now.
Stream, everybody, we're gonna get a starting pitcher.
What? So he's done.
Yeah, he's done for the year. Yep.
So he's going on the 60 man.
That's August, September, and October. So, yay!
So so if I put him on the 60-day IL, he comes off the 40 man, right?
He does.
But when he's healthy, he comes back on the 40 man, right?
He would require to go back on the 40-man roster. Yes. But I would assume he would put him back on the 40-man because he's our best pitcher outside of Bueller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a possibility.
Oh, and of course Hicks is doing really good now. So I don't feel like that's a good enough option for us now to think about trading him for a starter.
And now we're past the trade deadline, so it don't matter.
Oh, we are? Oh.
Yeah, now we're in August. We're good here. I was kind of hoping, because they were like, maybe someone else will play fit. Oh, they did. God, why didn't this happen 2 days ago? Oh no, they traded him at the deadline. Okay.
Yeah.
For Eric Thames and Steve McGuire. I was gonna say maybe they put Lamet on waivers.
McGuire? Are you kidding me? Padres. What is? I mean, that's true. We could have gotten him for a really, really cheap discounted rate as well, but
we could have got him for like Stallings. But
yeah, just stalling.
But we didn't need him. We didn't need him. Are we giving Logan Allen another chance? This will be our last decision because now we've gone 2 hours. Because God,
yeah.
This is what happens when
is
get together.
Is it Dunning from AAA
we can
again?
bring back Dunning up. He struggled a little bit.
Or do we see if Liberatore doing okay? Do we give Liberatore an August potential?
He's been pitching well. He's exhausted.
So he wouldn't be available.
20 starts, 113 innings, 330 BABIP, which is trash. Still a 3.17 ERA and a 121 WHIP. Imagine you got BABIP comes down. He'd be really good.
He's an interesting one because.
But also the exhausted thing doesn't really matter because Cease pitched the last game. So
yeah, so we have time for someone to get healthy and rested. So that's not the problem.
A Cody Herr play could be in play again. Getting BABIP. Is this just a thing with the International League? Are they just BABIPing everybody? Can I see that somehow?
No idea. Is the park factors really bad at the Charlotte Stadium?
It's Charlotte. I can't imagine it's that bad. Pierre Dunning.
Pierre just doesn't have the stamina, though. I'm surprised he's even starting at this point.
Yeah.
Like, he really should be a converted, like, long reliever at this point.
Like, all these guys are getting BAPIP'd in AAA.
Yeah.
I don't mind giving...
I feel like Dunning just deserves more chances, but we keep giving him chances. Yeah. Like, how many chances?
Let's go Dunning. He's on the 40-man. We don't have to do anything special.
Yeah, it's got to be Dunning.
Also, question: what's going to happen if we put Dunning there? The answer is Dunning, not Logan Allen.
He's gonna start
because we still have Logan Allen, but Logan Allen gives up runs every time he pitches.
Yeah, Allen has the movement problem, right?
Yeah, he's got low movement. I think Dunning does too, right?
Yeah, he's been homered to death this year.
Let's read an important message. Dylan Cease out for 3 months. A ruptured finger tendon? What does that even mean?
Is that the muscle in the finger part?
Yeah, like trigger finger?
Probably either whatever he uses to spin the ball with, it's just completely ruptured. That's got to be painful.
You know what's painful is when you're like, man, Dylan Cease is doing really good. Oh, look at Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease is leading the league, tied for the league in strikeouts. Got a great ERA, and then friggin' explodes. Yeah. Oh my God, guys! Don't forget tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Rich Grisham, Brett Phillips will be here on Twitch.tv/OOTP Developments Injury Season for C's. Yep. Chance to win a signed replica jersey, a signed World Series ball, and a signed game used bat. So when do I find out if he's gonna be fragile?
Cease, that would be the next update from our scout.
I don't want to know. All right, so next stream we'll get through August, we'll get through September, and then we'll get to the playoffs. Hopefully for next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right? Are we having a stream next week? When's Christmas coming up soon? Okay, so we'll be here next week.
Another couple weeks away. Yeah,
2 weeks we won't be here. Again, make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. I'm going to try to enter these giveaways. I'm not going to win, but I'm going to try to enter them. What's Rich going to do? He's not going to know. I'll make a new account.
Your Smurf account here on Twitch.
Yeah, Test Sports Gamer. Good team. I was very excited about this whole Tatis thing, saving money on Bryant.
It was going even if we get Tatis, well.
If we can get Tatis for like a couple years, we're fine. That Bryant deal works out really well.
Yeah, you just ship the money over from Bryant to Tatis. That's the whole entire goal now.
So mad. All right. Again, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Rich Grisham, Brett Phillips, playing out of the park, giving away some good stuff. Be here for that. And then after, I don't know how long that stream's going to go. I feel like our stream always ends on an injury.
It always.
Then there'll be a franchise hockey manager stream after that. I don't know if they're talking about 7, playing 7. 7's coming out soon, so get your pre-orders in at OOTPdevelopments.com. Alex, I want you to have a lovely week.
Oh,
guys, don't open up too many tickets unless it's urgent. And
we'll be fine.
I guess that's it.
I think so.
I guess we got a new pitcher. And we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure
Hopefully
this out.
remain in first place. Gotta keep that first place position. Don't want to go to the wild card this year.
We definitely do not. We're up 4.5 games, so we're good there.
You just don't want to go against Houston.
Also don't want to go against Houston. Don't really want to go against Tampa Bay either, but
I'll take Tampa Bay, but you don't want to have to face off against Houston if they get the number 1 seed spot. That would be a rough match.
We could beat up on Tampa's pitching. Houston's pitching.
That we can do.
We could beat up on 3 of Houston's pitchers. Rick Vandenherk still playing, huh? I think he retired in real life. Something happened. I don't remember what it was. I was talking about it yesterday. All right, folks. Have a lovely night. Alex, have a lovely night. Don't work too hard. And we'll see you guys again next week. Take it easy, folks. Remember, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, be here or be not here, and then you're not cool because you're not going to be able to win something cool. How about that? How does that make you feel? Have a great night, guys. Take it easy.